Have you ever had the misfortune of encountering a narcissist in your life? You know, that person who's always the center of attention, constantly seeking admiration, and seemingly impervious to the needs or feelings of others. If so, you're not alone. Narcissism is a personality trait that can be difficult to handle, and when you're up against someone with an inflated sense of self-importance, it's hard to know how to respond. But imagine this scenario. You find yourself standing in front of a narcissist, trying to hold your ground, trying to regain your sense of self-worth. The problem is, they thrive on control, admiration, and the constant validation of their ego. They love feeling superior, but what happens when you flip the script? What happens when you stop feeding their ego and instead subtly crush it? In this video, we're going to dive deep into how you can effectively handle narcissists by crushing their inflated egos. We're going to explore 10 practical and powerful tactics that work every single time. Trust me, these aren't just theoretical concepts. They're based on real psychological principles that have been proven to work in real-life situations. So stay with us, and let's explore how you can take control, regain your confidence, and shut down a narcissist's ego in ways they'll never see coming. Before we get into it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and share this video with anyone who might need these life-changing tactics. Now let's begin. The first thing you need to understand about narcissists is that they feed on admiration, validation, and being the center of attention. They thrive on the belief that they are superior to others. So the first tactic is don't feed the ego. Narcissists live for the admiration of others, and denying them that is the first step in crushing their ego. By withholding praise or admiration, you starve them of what they need to feel good about themselves. Instead, focus on building your own self-esteem and not engaging in their need for constant validation. Secondly, set boundaries and stick to them. Narcissists are notorious for pushing boundaries and manipulating situations to get what they want. But here's the trick. When you set clear boundaries and enforce them consistently, you show them that their manipulation will not be tolerated. They may try to test your limits, but as long as you stay firm, their ability to control you diminishes. Now let's talk about avoiding the drama. Narcissists love creating chaos. They thrive on making things about themselves, and often use drama to maintain the focus on their life. Instead of getting caught up in their whirlwind of drama, choose to disengage. Remain calm, stay composed, and don't allow yourself to be manipulated into emotional reactions. A narcissist can't feed off you if you refuse to engage with their games. Next, we have the tactic of using silence as power. Silence is an incredibly potent tool when dealing with narcissists. They expect constant validation, but when you respond with silence, you take away their power. By staying silent, you show them that their words, complaints, or demands no longer hold sway over you. Silence sends a message that you're no longer interested in their manipulations, and that they can't control you through their words. Another tactic to crush a narcissist's ego is mirroring their behavior. This one might sound a bit counterintuitive, but it's incredibly effective. When a narcissist says or does something outrageous, mirroring their behavior with an exaggerated version of their own actions often leaves them confused and uncomfortable. They're used to being the center of attention, but when you mirror them, you disrupt their sense of control. By imitating their behavior, you highlight how ridiculous or exaggerated it really is. It strips them of their superiority and makes them question their own actions. The power of disinterest is another weapon you need in your arsenal. Narcissists love attention, and they crave validation. When you show indifference towards their accomplishments, it weakens their position. If they boast about something, remain uninterested. Don't give them the satisfaction of reacting. They're seeking admiration, but if they don't get it, they'll be forced to look elsewhere for validation. A lack of interest in their achievements, or their attempts to manipulate the situation, can shake their confidence and crush their ego. Moving on, another effective tactic is turn the focus back on them. Narcissists can't stand being questioned or having the spotlight taken away from them, But when you skillfully turn the focus back on them and ask them deep or difficult questions about their behavior, it throws them off balance. They may be used to being in control of the conversation, but when they're forced to answer questions that expose their flaws or narcissistic tendencies, they become vulnerable. This tactic can chip away at their self-image and make them less confident in their superiority. One of the most underrated tactics when dealing with narcissists is using the gray rock method. The gray rock method involves becoming as uninteresting and unremarkable as possible in your interactions with them. You become a gray rock, dull, unemotional, and unresponsive to their manipulations or attention-seeking behavior. By being unremarkable, narcissists lose interest in trying to manipulate you because you're no longer a source of validation or drama. This is one of the most effective ways to neutralize their ego without causing direct confrontation. A more aggressive tactic involves exposing their lies. Narcissists often lie and exaggerate to inflate their image. When you expose their lies or confront them with the truth, you're essentially deflating their ego. It's important to be careful here. You don't want to create unnecessary conflict, but if you do catch them in a lie, calmly point it out and let them know you're not buying into their self-created narrative. Narcissists often rely on a web of lies to maintain their self-image, and exposing them can cause a significant dent in their inflated ego. Lastly, demonstrate your own strength and confidence. Narcissists have a fragile ego, and they're often threatened by people who are equally confident or stronger than them. When you exude confidence and demonstrate that you don't need them to validate your worth, it's a powerful blow to their ego. They want to feel superior to others, but if they see that you're just as strong, capable, and worthy as they are, it disrupts their sense of dominance and control. These 10 tactics are designed to chip away at a narcissist's fragile ego, forcing them to confront their own weaknesses. The key is to remember that narcissists rely on their inflated sense of self to feel powerful. When you stop feeding into that, you take away their power. You regain control over your own life, and you make it clear that their superiority complex isn't something you'll tolerate. Dealing with narcissists can be an incredibly challenging experience. Their behavior often involves manipulation, emotional exploitation, and a constant need for validation. This can leave you feeling emotionally drained and exhausted. However, by applying the strategies we've discussed, you can take back control and weaken their hold over you. It's important to remember that maintaining a calm and firm stance is crucial in dealing with narcissists, while never allowing their toxic behaviors to affect your sense of self-worth. The key to managing interactions with narcissists is understanding that you don't have to engage in their drama. Their need to dominate conversations and situations can be overwhelming, but by staying calm and composed, you effectively take away their power. Do not be tempted to play along with their mind games. Instead, focus on keeping your boundaries clear and asserting your needs without fear. As you implement these tactics, you'll gradually strip away the narcissist's power and regain your own. Their inflated ego thrives on control, but by refusing to give in to their manipulative behaviors, you take back the reins of your own emotional well-being. It's not easy, but consistency and standing firm will help you avoid being emotionally drained by their tactics. Thank you for watching. If you found this video useful, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more helpful content. We'd love to hear your experiences in the comments. Let us know if you've had to deal with a narcissist and what strategies have helped you. Until next time, stay strong and protect your confidence.